Alright, it is 10 o'clock a.m. and there were actually a very nice amount of sales with GTI. I just didn't take any of them because I'm not really feeling that well. But there was one right here. Hopefully, God willing, there will be a day where I can trade something like this and actually put in some size. This is something where I could have traded 1 or 2 thousand shares. A very nice downtrend it has right here. And then it breaks under $1. And this is like the max panic for a lot of people. They just say, oh no, it's not even going to hold $1. And they just dump all their shares in. This made a big volume candle right here. And it came back very quickly and it got as high as 113. This is something that can be super profitable, and I've seen this happen a lot of times. Unfortunately, I'm just kind of messed up right now. I wasn't able to really trade it, but that was the case. And then we did have this higher low setup. I was interested in it, but it's just kind of, fast the way it did it and really wide. The spread was very wide, but this was a setup here, maybe an entry at 105, and then it does get above VWAP in this case and get as high as 115. At this point, there isn't anything that I want to do with it. No real interest with NWBO, CRTD, no interest with this one, and this one did eventually break the previous day high on this uptrending stock. I like how the previous day high is the 65 level, and it tried to get to 65 here. It kind of drops, got to VWAP, and then it broke past the high of the day right here, and then it got to the 65 level, and then it got as high as 74. So this was another setup that I could have taken. And then one last one with IND. This one worked too, and the idea with IND was that it eventually broke the top of this channel, which was 65. So it had a sell-off. It's been selling off the past few days. Not really crazy, but the volume is there. And I like how it started to reverse over a longer period of time and then it rejected VWAP right here. But then it had like a little tiny dip and then it officially broke past it. And this could have been the candle to be long. It did come back to the 65 level a few times, as you can see in these following candles, but it did get as high as 75. So yeah, I just feel pretty bad that I missed out on all these setups because I feel like crap. Just not feeling really good right now. But yeah, they did work. And I don't see anything that I could trade right now, which is unfortunate because this is now at the point where I feel much better. But that's life sometimes. I will make an update later. Very nice setups with GTII so far. Alright, it is 8:07 p.m. and I'm here to call it off. Overall, I'm going to be up on a day just $4. I did have one trade with GTII, and I don't really want to go over why, other than the main reason was just I was really messed up in terms of sleep and some other things. I did do that one trade with GTII and I missed out on a lot of setups, and ideally on another day that I feel better, I can be able to trade these things with a lot more size and be a lot more profitable and do more than just one setup. I did trade this right here at 1042. I bought 100 shares at 108 and a half. So right around right here is when I entered, and this candle exactly right here, I got in it because it was looking like it was trying to uptrend after doing these higher lows and break past VWAP. So I was in for a breakout past the VWAP level, and it did that. And because it did it so quickly, I got out very quickly as well. I got out the next minute at 12 and a half. Not really feeling my best, but I think in this case I could have just had a very aggressive trend line from the candle here, the corner, to the corner of the next candle, and then I would have eventually have gotten out of the trade maybe in the 14s or the 13s once it broke this line, because again, super aggressive. I'm going to sell super aggressively, but I can still try to use a trend line to lock in more profits, selling at a higher point, especially if it continues to uptrend for more than just a few minutes, and could have maybe have made a move towards the day high, and then that would have been even more profitable, and I would have missed out because I just sold very quickly. I'm going to try using trend lines for that reason. There were a lot of good setups in the morning right here, and I wish I was a part of it. And again, hopefully next time with a GTII or maybe some other stock that has the same pattern playing out, I will be able to trade it and be super profitable. At least I was profitable with the one trade I did have. Nothing really with CRTD. I don't like the stock. Doesn't have the volume like GTII does. And then this one is still trading around this level, but I mean, I could try to make a move back towards the upside at some point, but I'm not really too interested in it. This one is nice. It had like a big blow up day with really considerable volume right at its highs. this, if God is willing, I'm going to be watching tomorrow for a break past this level right here, this 97 level, or maybe the 91 level, definitely the high of today, and just look at something for a potential, breakout setup over multiple levels, especially if it really gets aggressive towards a round number of 1 penny, or actually no, 10 pennies, and it could also sell off, and this could also maybe offer morning panic bounce play setup. So CLMV is going to be very interesting tomorrow, I think. And yeah, that's all I have for today. Just that one trade with GTII. Not even fully sized, but again, hopefully I can be able to trade stuff like that in the future and feel much better and be much more profitable. That's it for today.